Hey everyone, this is Matt from MDtoyz, and I was just going to do a really quick unboxing and review of the San Diego Comic-Con 2016 exclusive Cedar wood from Ever After High. This doll is made by Mattel, and it's part of their Ever After High line. The past, I guess including this year and then the two previous years, they've had a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive doll. This year was Cedar wood. The first year was Cerise, and then also last year was Raven. So this one I'm really excited about. I really like this character, and luckily I had someone that was able to pick her up, and I just got her in the mail right now. I haven't looked at her, haven't opened her up. I've seen other reviews and pictures of her, so I'm anxious to kind of get ready and open her and see how she looks. So it looks like there is kind of like an outside, kind of like a shipper box, very thin, and inside it looks like we have the actual box that it comes in. So this one you can take completely off. Looks like it's going this way. So there she is. She's pretty cool. It's really hard to gauge exactly what she was going to look like. Promo pictures are always so different. But I will say that from the pictures that I saw originally released by Mattel, she looks pretty much the same. I think it's really cool that they decided to do Cedarwood, who isn't exactly one of, from what I've seen, the most popular characters, so it's kind of nice. On the side, we've got some images from, I believe it's, Treasure Island, I think, that's in the story of Pinocchio. So we've got the donkey, which on the island, all of the bad kids that go to the island, they eventually, from doing all these bad things, they turn into a donkey, so they kind of reference that there. And then they've also got the whale as well, and then on the bottom they've got a little image of the tail kind of coming out of the water. And then on the back there's an image of Cedarwood. I really like this image a lot. And we have kind of like a playbill from if you were to go see any kind of play or musical or any kind of performance or show. They have these, these playbills here. And then also it looks like they included a little kind of like a help note for the sake of time. I won't read it. And then also on the bottom, it's kind of cool. It actually gives kind of like credits in a movie. So it shows the doll design, writer, character artist, packaging designer, packaging and engineer, and then also the illustrators for the images that were used. So on the back you can see they included a very stylized version of the doll, and then actually did include the illustration of the donkey ears and her wearing the hat as well. And just overall, I love this image of her. She looks really cute. And then on the other side, we've got pretty much the same thing on the opposite end, which is the donkey. Here they have the cuckoo clock instead, that kind of references Geppetto's workshop. And then on the bottom they also have, again, kind of like this whale illustration, the tail coming out of the water. And then also on the top they have, on either side, they've got the logo, a nameplate, and then also Jiminy Cricket, which is really a nice little touch they added in there. And they've got on either side the curtains and also the lights on the bottom, so to make it look like she is on a stage. And then there's also another nameplate on the bottom that says Daughter of Pinocchio. And then if you kind of tip it over, you can see that on the top it has the controls, or I guess the sticks, or the marionette puppet. So all the strings that are attached here, this would be how you would move the doll if you actually were going to use it and suspend it. And then also on the top there's a little Jiminy Cricket there as well. And what's great about this case, very similar to the Raven, I don't have the Cerise San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but I do have the Raven, and I like that the case you can kind of pick how you want to have it, and you can take the front off or the image off and then have it displayed that way, or you can just leave it the way that it came. So this one, you take it off and there's kind of gives you a better look inside. There's no nameplate on the bottom or the top, it's part of the outer box. And then you still have the light, so if you want to take the cover off, you can still look like a stage, which is really nice. You can kind of have that moment from the story. And then it looks like, I'll kind of try to hold it close so you guys can see. Sorry if I'm going too high here, I can't really see what I'm doing. But you've got her regular face paint that you normally see. Her mouth, which I'm surprised it doesn't move. I thought in the picture that I had seen, the promotional picture, it kind of looked like her mouth actually opened up and closed, but kind of disappointed to see that it's just stationary. It doesn't actually move. You can't really animate it. And then her arms are articulated just like a regular doll. I mean her wrists, sorry. And then but also her arms are. And then she has regular doll articulation that's common within the Ever After High collection. Just noticing this detail that I love is there on the side there's kind of like marionette puppets that aren't being used, and there is a illustration of Apple, Maddie, and also Raven. I love that. And then underneath is kind of like a little chest that has props in it that kind of go along with those characters. So there's a teacup, and then also the apple for Apple White, and then also a mirror, kind of like a magic mirror for Raven. On this side, they also have now showing in San Diego, so referencing San Diego Comic-Con, Ever After High, and then Hall H, line begins here. So they really went all out and made this look like this was an actual show or an actual performance. And they actually had kind of like a little performance poster, like a promotional poster. I love this artwork. I think this is so great. I like that they did it in kind of like an illustration quality, and they didn't resort back to computerized sketching, which is really nice. I think sometimes the animation and computerized technology that we have, it kind of loses a sense of that personalized artwork, and I like that this one is stylized and it actually looks like someone painted it or drew it. So I love that. So I'd say overall I'm really happy with this doll. It actually exceeded my expectations in some aspects. I didn't realize that the box and the case had so many details to it, and I love what they chose. I love that they had this kind of old world feel of a kind of like a show or a play, and I like that they included so many of those elements in the display, and I think it really adds to the doll. I think if they kind of had done something a little bit more simplified, honestly, I don't know how much I would love the doll as a presentation or as a whole. The doll is really cool, but I think with me, I'm someone that I don't unbox a lot of my dolls in my collection, so the box and the packaging kind of has to be part of that, and I love that they didn't skip out on any of those details, which I really like. And I love too that they made inside the box, they did make kind of three-dimensional aspects of it. So even though it is just a box, I like that there's so much perspective and so much dimension going on. So I like that the wood planks actually show a sense of vantage point and an actual perspective. So it really brings you into the scene, which I really love. And I think this has like so many dynamic qualities to it. And yeah, I'm really excited about this doll, and I'm really excited to have her in my collection because she's so unique. So yeah, tell me what you guys think of her, and if you guys have unboxed her. I'm not going to actually take her completely out of the box because I want to have her just how she is. I think she looks great. But if anyone, if you guys have her and you guys have taken her out and you've done reviews, definitely let me know, send me a message so that way I can take a look at yours, or if you have pictures as well.